The story of Abraha is a well-known account. In Islamic and pre-Islamic history, Abraha was an Abyssinian Ethiopian general and governor who is most famous for leading an invasion into Mecca, aiming to destroy the Kaaba. His story is most often remembered for the miraculous events that followed, particularly as narrated in the Quran in Surah Al-fil, the elephant. Background: Abraha was a Christian ruler in the kingdom of Aasalam, located in modern-day Ethiopia. He served as the governor of Yemen, which was a vassal state of the Aasamite Empire. His reign in Yemen was marked by his desire to rival the Arab polytheist religious center, the Kaaba in Mecca. He sought to make his capital, Sana'a, the religious hub of the Arabian Peninsula by building a grand cathedral known as Al-Quds. It was an extravagant Christian church built in an attempt to outshine the Kaaba. However, despite his efforts, the Arabs continued to make pilgrimages to Mecca and revered the Kaaba as the central place of worship. This upset Abraha deeply, as he desired to divert Arab attention from Mecca and make his cathedral the primary religious site. The invasion of Mecca. Abraha, frustrated by the continued loyalty of the Arabs to the Kaaba, decided to launch a military campaign to destroy it. In around 570 CE, he assembled a large army to march toward Mecca. His forces included a number of elephants, a powerful weapon at the time, and these elephants became central to the story. The presence of these elephants gave rise to the name of the event, known as the Year of the Elephant. Abraha's army marched toward Mecca, and as they neared the city, the Quraysh, the tribe that controlled Mecca, sought to defend the Kaaba. The Quraysh, realizing they couldn't defeat Abraha's vast army, sent a delegation to negotiate. The role of the Prophet's family. At the time of the invasion, Abdullah, the father of Prophet Muhammad, had already passed away. Abu Talib, Muhammad's uncle, was the leader of the Quraysh tribe. However, the Quraysh were ultimately powerless to stop Abraha's military force, and they sought a peaceful solution. The miraculous event. As Abraha's army approached Mecca, they were about to attack when something remarkable occurred. According to Islamic tradition, Allah intervened in a miraculous way to protect the Kaaba and its sanctity. Flocks of birds appeared from the direction of the sea, and these birds, known as Ababil, carried small stones of baked clay in their beaks and claws. The stones were thrown down upon Abraha's army, and the stones struck the soldiers, causing them to fall ill or be killed. The army was decimated, and Abraha himself was mortally wounded. The story emphasizes that Abraha's invasion was defeated not by military force but through divine intervention. Aftermath. Following this event, Abraha's forces were completely defeated, and he died shortly afterward due to his injuries. The Kaaba was spared, and the Quraysh, as well as the wider Arab world, were left in awe of the miraculous events. This incident became significant in Islamic history as it happened in the same year that Prophet Muhammad was born. It is even used as a point of reference for dating historical events in early Islamic history, particularly because it marked the year of the birth of the Prophet. The Quranic account. The story of the invasion is mentioned in Surah Al-fil chapter 105 of the Quran, which describes the event in just 5 verses. The surah recounts the divine protection of the Kaaba and the defeat of the army of elephants. Here is a translation of the surah. Have you, O Muhammad, not seen how your Lord dealt with the owners of the elephant? Did he not make their plot go astray, and he sent against them birds in flocks, striking them with stones of sigil, and made them like eaten straw? Significance. The story of Abraha is significant in Islamic tradition for several reasons. It highlights the divine protection of the Kaaba, one of the holiest places in Islam. It is a clear example of how God's will can shape historical events. It serves as a reminder to the Arabs and later to Muslims of the sanctity of the Kaaba, a central place of worship and pilgrimage. It is also seen as a precursor to the birth of the Prophet Muhammad, marking the start of a new chapter in Islamic history. The invasion of the elephants and the subsequent miraculous defeat of Abraha's army is one of the most remarkable stories in the pre-Islamic and early Islamic narratives. The defeat of Abraha's army is seen not only as a victory for the Quraysh and the sanctity of the Kaaba, but also as an early sign of divine favor upon the Prophet Muhammad, who would soon be born to change the course of history.